let us start with the first chapter of programming, that is Python. Python is in your syllabus. Python is a programming language. First of all, you should know what is programming. In computer, programming language is a set of instruction which asks the computer to do something, right? So there are so many programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python. In your syllabus there is Python. Okay, we will study about Python in this chapter. So, and first of all, you should know what is Python. Python is a high level language. Okay, high level language means this is a very easy language, English like language. We just need to write some codes. Those codes are instructions for the computer. Okay, all the high level languages are need to convert to machine code. So there are language processors, as you have read in chapter 1. 3 language processors you have read earlier: assembler, compiler, as well as interpreter. So they are also called translators. Python uses an interpreter to convert its instructions into machine language, right? It uses what? Interpreter. Okay, so Python uses an interpreter to convert its instructions into machine language so that it can be understood by the computer. What is interpreter? What interpreter does actually? An interpreter processes the program statements one by one, line by line, first translating and then executing. Okay, this process is continued until an error is encountered. Every line is translated and then executed until an error is encountered. If the whole program is executed successfully, if there is no error, the whole program is executed successfully and we get the output. But if error is there, interpreter stops then and there and does not move further until we remove the error, right? So in this way Python works. Okay, next is, what are the features of Python? Actually, every language have some wonderful features which make that language so much popular, right? So it was discovered by, there's nothing mentioned in this book regarding this. Python is discovered by Deoband Rashmi. Okay, Deoband Rashmi discovered the Python. What are the features of Python? Python is high level language. It is high level language. High level language means, as I told you earlier, it is easy language, English like language, and it needs some language translators. It is high level language, interpreted language, easy to understand. Okay, because it has clearly defined syntax and relatively simple structure. Python is case sensitive. Case sensitive, what is the meaning of case sensitive? Capital A and small a, for example, both are different. If you take a is equals to 5, it doesn't mean that capital A is also is equals to 5. It doesn't mean that. Okay, so it is case sensitive language. You will have to use the same syntax as it has been specified. Okay, for example, as it has given here, number in capital and number in small are not same in Python, right? Got it? So both things are different in Python. Now let us move further. Let me delete it. Let me remove the annotation. It is not being removed. Okay, Python is portable. Next point is Python is portable and platform independent. What is the meaning of portable and platform independent? Means it can run in any of the operating systems and any hardware platform. That's why it is called platform independent. Python has rich libraries of predefined functions. Predefined functions means it has some code which has a special meaning, or which executes some function, like there is code for power of a number. There is function for power of a number. This means the function has a code which adds power to the number, okay, which calculates power to the number. So there are so many libraries which have predefined functions. Python is also helpful in web development. Websites are developed. Nowadays people are using Python in place of Java to develop websites because it is easy, right, and platform independent like Java. So this feature of Python make it popular amongst the users. Clear? Now let us move to the next point. Python uses indentation or block and nested blocks. While you will learn Python, you will see that we do not write each and every language from the same point. Sometimes we need some code to right, some code to little bit left, that is called indentation, and there are some blocks. You will learn it when you will go through the programming part, right? Now how can we work with Python? As you can see this window, this is the interpreter of or shell of Python. This is called interpreter or shell of Python, right? We may write our program here also, or we may write our program in the script mode. Okay, this is the interpreter screen, also called the Python shell. This is the simple screen, and there are three. You may see clearly that there are these three greater than signs. What is this called? These are called Python. This is called Python prompt. You may write code here in front of it. Okay, like I write a is equals to 5, then I'll go to next line, again I'll see this here, then I write print a, then I'll get output 5 over here. Okay, in this way we may do coding here, right? But there is one another code. You may see this in above screen, the symbol, the Python prompt, which indicates the interpreter is ready to take instruction. Before the Python prompt you may write an instruction, as I did just now, okay, and that is executed then and there only. That is why it is called interactive mode. This mode is also called interactive mode because it is interacting then and there. So there are two ways to use the Python interpreter, one in interactive mode and another one in script mode, with two modes. Interactive mode allows execution of individual statement instantaneously. We cannot save it, whereas script mode allows us to write more than one instructions in a file. Okay, we may save it like we save a file. So if you want to save a program for further use, you should write it in a script mode, or you just want an output for the instant use, you may use interactive mode. So and it is a very important questions for boards also, in class 11th also, the difference between interactive mode and the script mode. This is the program written in interactive mode. As I told you earlier, it will give you the instant output. You may see here 1 plus 2 output 3, 4 minus 2 output 4, hello plus world output hello world, right? So that's why it is called interactive, because it is giving the instant output. We cannot save it. In a script mode we can write a program in a file, and we may save it as we save our any ordinary file, but it is saved by the extension .py. It has .py extension. dot, sorry, it has dot py extension, small p, right? So we just make a program and save it. So we may use the ideally to write the programs. Ideally has two things, in interactive mode and the script mode. After writing a program, we will run it with the run module, or there is just a shortcut key F5 to run a program. It will ask us to save the program. We will save it, then we may see the output on the shell. In script mode also we will get the output on shell, right? We did here print save earth, two print statements are there, and print future earth. If we run it, there is run. We may also use F5. Okay, then after pressing F5 we will get this. If we click on it, the program will ask us to save it, then we will save it, and then we will get the two outputs which we wrote with the help of print statements. In this way we can use different modes of Python. Okay, in our next chapter we will study about some other features of Python. Till then, keep studying. All the best.